Ho, ho, ho. Ow. That's usually what happens to me at Christmas time when I eat things that I shouldn't usually eat. And I'm having a lovely time and I'm tucking into the mince pies and I'm glugging on the grog. And then the next morning I wake up and I'm like, I really shouldn't have done that. Not so much the alcohol, but it's mostly the pastry. What do we do for pastry on Gaps? Oh my God. Oh, a nice bit of kvass, that's so nice. This is a cracking little recipe to make like little cases, and then you can fill that up with like a mince pie recipe type thing, or you could fill that up with a little quiche mix, or you know, it's like a pastry, but it's Gaps compliant. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. You have to pre-bake them before you fill them up, you know, so you can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some more, and then I'm going to fill these up with some Gaps mince meat with real meat in it. That's what we need. So I always start off with a little bit of almond flour. So that's a half a pack, it's about 100 grams that was, but I mean you could bulk this up. That 100 grams made only 6 like that. So really, if you're going to make a whole batch of mince pies, you're going to need to bulk it up a little bit. So I just break an egg into it, and then here's the magic ingredient. You want to just peel a carrot, and then you want to grate it, but on the really, really fine thingy, on the fine gratey thing on your grater. Look, I mean, not that big one there, but that little one there. And when you get these little fibres of carrot, try not to grate your thumbs, try not to grate your knuckles. Oh, come back here at once. What these little fibres of carrot do, get out, is sort of hold it all together. It's a really useful kind of, the little fibres, you know, these little fibres of carrot kind of hold the crumbly almond together. So literally, you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm making a paste out of some almond meal, an egg, that means ground almonds, yeah, and some carrot. This also can be rolled out between 2 sheets of parchment paper, you know, baking, greaseproof paper, rolled out really thin to make crackers. And you can add salt and pepper and cheese or whatever and make like little cheese crackers. Absolutely yummy. So there, I've got this kind of paste, yeah, kind of sticky paste, like a pastry kind of thing. You can't roll it out. I have made a Gaps pastry that I could roll out. Well, when I say Gaps, it had chestnut flour in it, which I don't think is on the list of acceptable things, but at least it's gluten-free. Chestnut flour, absolutely delicious. So then, oh, don't forget to, you know, really grease your tin. And of course, this is not strictly Gaps, this tin, is it? Because it is non-stick. It's not ideal. It's not Gaps compliant to have a non-stick thing. So really, maybe we could use silicone, maybe? Silicone or little parchment paper cups, as if you were going to do a muffin, yeah? But I quite like the way it just slips out, and it's a really nice little casing from this. Heck, what are you going to do? I tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing the best I can with the resources I have, and I get an A+ for even trying. Okay, it's non-stick, but you know, I'm doing not bad. At least it's not gluten, and at least it's not wheat. Just rub that in, why not? Give myself a bit of a moisturise. And then you just, you know, squish your little dough like paste. You see what I'm doing there? Yeah. Into the moulds. I mean, really simple as that. Okay? And then you bake it blind. That means you just stick it in the oven just like that. Okay? There you go. See? I've done one there. And then I've done that one a bit thinner. These were a bit thick, but when they come out, they hold up. You know, you can actually pick them up and use them. It's really good, isn't it? Yes, thank you for that love heart. Whoever just sent me a love heart. Absolutely. So listen, I'm not going to carry on with that. I'll do that later. But you get the idea. You make a paste with almonds, egg, and grated carrot, and then you press it into your moulds, and then you pre-bake it, right? So then what are we going to put in our mince pies? Well, what I've got here is I've got some pork scratchings from making my, who's nicked my scissors? Why does this always happen to me? I'm trying to do a really important live here and the kids have nicked my scissors. Okay, never mind, I'll chop it up instead. This is some pork scratchings. So when we render lard from the piggies, we stick it in the oven and we get we chop it up into pieces, we stick it in the oven to sort of roast it and then gently, and then all of the lard melts out. We put the lard in a jar and then we're left with these lovely little crunchy pork scratchings, which we salt. And my favourite snack of all time is fresh coconut pieces with a handful of raisins with a handful of pork scratchings. Oh my goodness me, that's the most excellent gaps snack. So look, I've got some pork scratchings. I have got some organic raisins that I've soaked in a little bit of French brandy. That's okay for gaps. You can have a bit of brandy on gaps, you know. So we've got, and I put a little bit of lemon juice in there as well. So that's lemon juice and brandy. It's some raisins soaked. So I'm going to mix that in with my pork scratchings. Lovely. Then I'm going to put in, well, I'll see if I need any extra moisture in there. But I'll tell you what I've got here. This is just the bee's knees. It looks disgusting, but tastes divine. Because, oh my goodness. Oh! You get a handful of dates, you throw the dates in the pan, you just cover them with some filtered water, bring it up to the boil till they go all soft and squishy, then you throw in some coconut oil, and when that has all gone soft, you mash it up into a kind of paste. It's a date paste, yeah? So that's going to be my date paste in with my mix to hold that all together. You know, I could potentially grate an apple into that if I wanted to. I could add some more lard, you know, that looks nice. And then that looks like mince that you get in a mince pie, doesn't it? It looks pretty mincy like you get in a mince pie. Let's season that now. We'll have a bit of cinnamon. We'll have a bit of powdered cloves. Chuck a bit of powdered cloves in there, and then maybe a bit of mixed spice as well. Yeah, whatever you like, really. You know, you could just make this as spicy or as fruity or as meaty as you like. You could even put real mince in there. You know, real pork mince, real pork, roast pork scratchings. The fat's already in there, but you could even have little pieces of meat. I'm pretty sure that this is what they used to do back in the day, is have, when they say mince pies, it had real minced meat in it, and it was preserved with sugars, as in honey. So also I've got some lovely honey here, which has crystallized. So it's beautiful honey from the Czech Republic, and it's got quite a high content of, I think it's got the wax in it, you know, and it's crystallized, so it kind of chewy, waxy. I don't know what, I'm going to put a bit of that in it as well. It's going to be lovely. And then, yeah, I mean, if I want that to be a bit wetter, I might put a splash of brandy in it. If I want it to be a bit drier, I might put a few more raisins in to soak up the wet. I don't know. I'm saying that's done. Yummy. Christmassy-licious. Christmas mince. Yummy. That'll do. Tastes just like the stuff we get from Marks and Spencer's. Except it's GAPS compliant. So now I'm just going to fill up those little casings that I cooked before, yeah? And then, I mean, These are going to be open mince pies. They're not going to be, I'm going to put them back in the oven to cook this off a little bit. And then that's going to be my mince pie. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Mince pies without the ow in the morning the next day. Cheers. See me at timelesscookery.com, because the next Get Going with Gaps course starts in January on the 10th. And you can benefit from my one-to-one program, which will take you and your entire family through taking a history, setting up a plan, and seeing how gaps can help your family come to a more beautiful state of being, where you're calm and peaceful and happy and free from anxieties and depressions, and feeling like there's something that's worth living for, you know? Cheers. See me at timelesscookery.com. By the way, if anybody knows anybody who does Facebook ads, can you please point them my way, because I need them. Lots of love. Bye.